Hello, this is just a short video. I was driving home from work and I've seen a bit of a software bug in the e-Niro. Not quite sure what's triggered it, and I've decided to record it before I try and clear it. So I'll just try and explain. Basically, at the moment the car is displaying the EV screen, but I've not been able to get to that the usual way that I do. So if we look down at the center console here, we've got a row of buttons, and normally I would press the EV button, but that isn't working at the moment because it's flashing up a warning, which is normally the warning you see when you haven't turned the car on. But at the moment the car is on. I don't know whether the sound is going to pick up the drive noise. It's currently in neutral, but I can put it into drive and I can put it into reverse, and hopefully you can hear the reverse beepers. Can put it back into drive, and I've pressed the star button, which I've got programmed to go to the main screen. So the only way I can get to the EV screen at the moment is via the touchscreen, because if I press down on the EV button, I think that's a bit out of focus, but if I get ready to press that, and now I press it, I don't know if the video is going to pick up that brief flash of screen. Hopefully it does, and I've done that multiple times and it just will not do it. And if you do it enough times, persistence of vision says vehicle power must be on to use this feature. And I've seen that message before, because you get that if you haven't turned the car on. But as we can see, I'm in drive mode and the car does move. I've driven it home in this state, and if I go to all menus, I can choose EV here, and I can get to the exact EV menu I'm looking for. And even on that menu, pressing the EV button still flashes up that error. So if I go back to the star favorites menu and I press EV, did I press it? Yep. Then I can get to it that way. So via the touchscreen I can get to it, but via the button I normally use, and I prefer physical buttons to touchscreens, because you can find that without looking. You can go for this knob here and then you know it's the button next to it, and I prefer to see that screen. So it's a screen and a button I use quite a lot. Anyway, the car seems to be confused in this particular button press that the car isn't on, and yet clearly it is. It's making the hum noise and it's changing gear and it's driving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power off the car and see whether the fault persists. So currently got the dash there, and you can see we're in drive. Can change it to neutral, can change it to reverse, etc. So I'll just go back to that and press the EV button, and we've still got the fault. So all that I can do is see whether it's got, confused, and if we turn the car off then on again, maybe it'll work. So let's see. I didn't want to do this before I stopped and was recording. So if I turn the car off while it's in drive, it might whinge at me, but we'll see. I've got my foot on the foot brake at the minute. No, it's turned it off and it's put the car into park and everything's gone to sleep as you'd expect. And if I now press the EV button, we expect to see the fault, the error screen, but actually it isn't doing it. There you go. That's done it via the touchscreen. That's the message I normally expect to see. It's doing nothing with the button now, which is again very odd. So let's turn the car on and see what happens. So that's the car waking up. Let's see what the EV button does now. Yep, it's working. So that's a very strange occurrence, which, you know, normally wouldn't expect to see. I've managed to capture it on camera. I'll publish this video. But it's just, yeah, if your car does something weird in software, turn it off and on again. The usual software fix for all computers. Anyway, I thought somebody might find that interesting, so thanks very much. Please like and subscribe if you want to, comment if you want to. I'd be interested if anyone else has seen this weirdness. And I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.